Every saltwater tank needs that one fish that will be the center of attraction, and a great option to achieve this is with the Copperband Butterflyfish. It is by no means an easy fish to keep, but with the right know-how, it can be a truly enchanting fish that will provide you company for about a decade. Here is all the necessary know-how. Welcome to the channel. In today's video, we will be taking a look at the Copperband Butterflyfish. But before I continue, do me a favor and smash that like button, as it lets me know that you are enjoying videos like this. Natural habitat. The Copperband Butterflyfish has a pretty expansive natural habitat. It is found in both the Pacific and Indian Oceans near the shore up to depths of 25 meters or 80 feet. They prefer reefs and rocky outcrops, but have also been found thriving in inland reefs and estuaries. They are usually found alone or in pairs, and this makes them quite capable of being the only one of their kind in an aquarium. They have delicate features but know how to defend themselves using their sharp spines. Physical description. The Copperband Butterflyfish, also known as the beaked coralfish or the beaked butterflyfish, has quite a few distinguishing physical features. It has a highly flattened shape common among butterflyfish. Its defining feature is the extended snout that is almost as long as the body, and ends in a very slender and delicate mouth. It can grow to a maximum size of 8 inches, or 20 centimeters. It has a very distinct coloration. The yellow-orange vertical bands with a black edge are hard to miss. The dorsal and posterior fins are long, and there is a false eye spot towards the back part of its dorsal fin. The rest of the body has a lovely silvery sheen to it. The tail begins with a perpendicular black stripe. It is a tall fish and needs a large aquarium to feel at home. Ideal tank setup. The best tank setup for a single Copperband Butterflyfish is a large reef tank that is at least 125 gallons. Each additional Copperband will need an additional 75 gallons, although it is recommended to keep just one of these in a tank. The larger the tank, the better. So, go for the largest tank you can accommodate and afford. As these fish are comfortable in slightly deeper waters, get a tank that is at least 18 inches tall. If you want to keep tank mates, choose fish that are docile and will keep to themselves. Avoid invertebrates and anemones, as these will be attacked by the Copperband Butterflyfish. Ensure that the tank has a snugly fitting lid, as these fish are prolific jumpers. Make sure that there are no sudden movements near the tank, as that can spook the fish into jumping. And even with a lid, it can lead to debilitating injuries. Install a high-quality filter and protein skimmer, and do a 25% water change every 2 weeks. Water parameters. One of the difficulties associated with this fish is the specific water conditions it needs to thrive. The ideal water parameters fall within a narrow range, and any fluctuations can have a drastic effect on their health and appetite. This ideal range is as follows. Temperature, 72 degrees Fahrenheit to 78 degrees Fahrenheit, or 22 degrees Celsius to 25.5 degrees Celsius. Specific gravity, 1.020 to 1.025. DKH, 8 to 12. pH, 8.1 to 8.4. With proper care, the Copperband Butterflyfish can live for about 10 years in the home aquarium. If your fish suddenly stops eating, do a water test immediately and take preventative action as needed. Diet. One of the most difficult aspects of keeping these fish is feeding them. They won't eat pellets or flakes. In the wild, they hunt for worms, and they will need soft food in the aquarium. White worms, live black worms, and thinly sliced clams work well with these fish. Avoid mysis, as they offer very little nutritional value. Behavior and tank mates. The Copperband Butterflyfish is mostly a peaceful fish, but it is territorial. So, unless the tank is really large, it is best to keep just one of these. They are reef safe, but will go after anemones. Ideal tank mates for this fish include gobies, damselfish, dragonettes, chromis, pajama cardinal, clownfish. Avoid other butterflies and invertebrates and keep the tank sparsely populated. Breeding. The Copperband Butterflyfish is perhaps one of the most difficult fish to breed in captivity. Even experienced hobbyists have found it nearly impossible to get these fish to breed. Very little is known about how these fish can be coaxed into mating, and even attempting to breed them requires a really large tank and lots of time and effort for constant experimentation. This puts breeding these beautiful fish outside the scope of what most hobbyists can manage. Get the right Copperband Butterflyfish. Despite providing the best care, many hobbyists find it almost impossible to keep it alive for more than a few months. Keeping it alive for its expected lifespan of 10 years may seem like wishful thinking. In most of these cases, the problem can usually be traced back to the condition of the Copperband Butterflyfish when it was bought. Sadly, a good percentage of these fish get injured when they are collected or when they are shipped. Most of the time, these injuries prove fatal in the long run. Their highly compressed body shape makes them very vulnerable to such injuries. How can you avoid this? The first step involves a close visual inspection before purchasing. The fish should not have any unusual dark spots, bumps, or raised scales. All these are telltale signs of injuries. The second step is to make sure that they are feeding properly. The fish should be alert and should readily go after food. It should not be swimming around listlessly. Also, avoid fish that keep going back up to the water surface consistently. This is a sign of a stressed fish. Diseases. The Copperband Butterflyfish is fairly hardy, and as long as the water conditions are maintained properly, it should stay disease-free. The biggest cause of death in these fish is injury. Since almost all the specimens are wild-caught, make sure that the one you get is injury-free. It can also face an outbreak of a viral infection called lymphocystis. This is easily recognized by cauliflower-like growths on the edges of the fins. A healthy fish will be able to fight this infection on its own. Make sure to quarantine affected fish to avoid the spread of the infection. If it doesn't clear up in a week, approach a veterinarian for help. To sum it up, the Copperband Butterflyfish is a majestic fish that will grab all the attention in an aquarium. It is the perfect centerpiece fish. It does require a higher level of care, but as long as you are meticulous and you get a healthy, injury-free fish from a reputable source, it will be a fun and fulfilling experience. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, be sure to tap that like button, and I will see you in the next video.